Hey guys, welcome back to another Sims 4 video on my channel. So today's video is a stop motion, and of course today's build was inspired by the Hobbit homes we see in the Lord of the Rings. So just in case you're not familiar, we're basically building some kind of underground home in a hill, which is not really possible in the game, so I had to use a lot of dirt piles and plants to cover the roof, which we will see in a second. But if you're not interested in the exterior at all, there are timestamps for the interior and also the individual rooms. So I wanted to keep the exterior very minimalistic, almost like a bunker-like structure with a lot of concrete, and then I started adding the plants around it. So the landscaping here was quite tedious, which is also the reason why this is a stop motion. I had to place so many plants around here and I had to layer them, which took up a lot of time. And I also had to lower those roots and rocks you can see here into the ground, because you can't really place them like this without mods at least, so I used tool. So for this video I tried to speed up the landscaping process a bit because I placed so many plants, as you can see here. I'm not sure if you guys would prefer a slower landscaping process or if this is just the right speed. I also had different approaches in different videos, like with the abandoned beach house where we had like clusters of plants appearing. If you guys have any feedback for me, please feel free to leave a comment. It's always very much appreciated. So at this point the landscaping was done and we're moving on to the exterior of the house. Even though there is not much exterior to begin with, because most of the house is covered with the plants and the pseudo hill. So in case you're wondering, the bike and the chair here are usable, but you Sims will have to pick up the bike first. Also this planter here is usable, but only the front portion because the rest is blocked. So furnishing this house took really long, much longer than doing the landscaping in the exterior, of course, because I had a general idea in mind, but it was kind of hard to execute for some reason. So as usual, I built the shelf first, and so I had to figure out the floor plan afterwards, but I think the house turned out quite nice, and I actually really like the layout now. So as you guys can see, we have a lot of clutter and plants here. So I decided to use these huge windows here to have a lot of natural light, even though the house is basically built underground. I also wanted to have a lot of lamps and warm light for nighttime. So this workspace here is probably my favorite part of the house. So initially I had a room divider here, a different one, and my girlfriend told me this is a Hobbit house, right? So you need some kind of space where they can write down the stories of their adventures. So I said, yeah, you're right, and then I placed it here. So this is the kitchen area. This is one of the few windows I used in this house, which leads to the back side of the house. I really like it here. I also like that the windowsill, or whatever you want to call it, is also some kind of storage space. And as I said before, this way we have a lot of natural light also in the kitchen area. So for this house I used a lot of different packs and also a lot of different objects I haven't used before, especially a lot of the lamps. So this small nook here was initially planned to be a pantry, but then I put the washing machine in there. Now it's basically some kind of storage room. So now we're entering the bathroom, and with that we're basically at the end of the video. This build is on the gallery and it's play tested and fully functional, so if you guys want to download it to use it in your game or just look at it or whatever, feel free to do so. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. See you guys next time. Peace out.